Hello. Okay. I think it's all settled a tiny bit faster than it normally is. Hopefully. Maybe. If we're lucky. Is it all correct this time? Is it all actually showing? It does appear to be showing Star Citizen, yes. Yay! Also, thank you very much for the lemon, up to. Okay, yeah, just waiting for things to get started. I am going to be changing my plans. I'm going to be changing my original plans a little bit. I had originally figured that I would continue running the, what are you up to? There's only... Oh, good. We're already getting into the philosophy. Okay, just checking the character quick. Now, the servers are going to be a little bit worse than usual because we are on the first day of the free fly event. The free code should be in my various descriptions. Well, the bonus code should be in my various descriptions. But yeah, we are in the first day of the Expo and free fly event. So the servers are going to be having a little bit of trouble with the massive influx of people. And then they're going to get a lot worse with where we're going because we are going straight to the Expo. I was originally... Oh, yay, they did give me a nomad. Sweet. Free nomads for everyone. They're not permanent, but you can mess around with them, but I'm not going to go through the time of waiting to claim. We're just going to get in the Pisces and we're going to go. Because we want to get to the Expo. First of all, because the Expo is awesome. And second of all, because I realized that the Expo is the perfect time for people to grind up for... Oh, wait, no. I'm hitting lobby. I don't want to go to lobby. I want to go to pad 1. And second of all, because the Expo is the... What are you up to? Because the Expo is the best place for new players, and I want these videos to help new players get going. So while you lot get up to your nonsense, I'm going to be at least attempting to plan to help new players. Because here's what happens. First of all, the Expo's awesome. I love being able to actually look around the showroom and see all the different ships and stuff. Second of all, everything that you see there that's flyable, with a few very specific... what the... Oh. With a few very specific exceptions, are completely free to rent. You could just use them, no in-game charge or anything. Which means that you can grab some really good ships to fly around and explore with, but you can also set yourself up to make a lot of cash with ships you don't actually own. And then, something I completely forgot about is that the Expo actually sells equipment, weapons and equipment. So you can also equip your stuff all in one spot without a whole lot of...
Thank you.
Without having to go hunting around for the gear. It's all just there. Please jump. You're supposed to jump. So I want to get there ASAP, which is why I'm just kind of rushing into it. But now we're in FTL travel mode. This is the long part that I wanted to get going ASAP, so we can actually sort of step back and start again. Welcome again to the stream. Welcome to day 2 of my Star Citizen New Beginnings run, and day 1 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo and Free Fly event, where anyone who signs up for the game can fly for free until, what is it, December 1st, something like that? Oh, server sync problem. Fly and play for free, no strings attached, besides, of course, that when it ends, you lose access to the game. And I 100% recommend people check out these free flies before actually buying the game. And so, you guys just don't stop. So I'm just checking as well to make sure everything went again while we do this. But yeah, I 100% think that for you, you should try the game for free since they let you before putting money in, because even though it doesn't take a lot of money, it's only like $45 upfront cost for the basic starter kit. It's or starter pack. Fair. For the basic starter pack, you know, it's like, if you can try it for free, why not try it for free? And so that's basically what yeah, I do not have the fastest ship in the world, and I mean, it's a fully modeled solar system. It takes you a while to get there. So yeah, it is Anvil Day. So there's going to be a ton of anvils flying bricks. Star Citizen does not take cryptocurrency. Something that's interesting with their funding is, since they don't have a publisher, all their funding, and thus all their, well, publisher equivalents are us players, people who buy in. And there is some rumblings in the player base saying, hey, let's add cryptocurrency stuff into the game. And so if it gets enough player support, the players can vote like a publisher to try to say, hey, let's see if we can do this. And part of what has made Star Citizen's development take as long as it has been the fact that they have functionally built their own engine out of CryEngine and Lumberyard. And so they have intentionally designed it to be future-proofed so they can keep adding anything that they develop for it, unlike a lot of engines which end up capped at capability, because they're just not designed to be infinitely upgradable. And, well, Star Citizen's engine kinda has. So who knows what they might decide to add. Rambo. Speaking of crypto, it looks like we're heading our way back up to 59,000. Good grief, it was just a killer week. And not the good kind. So many bad things at once. Oh, something tanked. Something tanked. Am I getting intercepted? I say as I get out of my chair. I'm gonna check my inventory while I do this. Still got all my toys. I am actually going to drop a lot of my other stuff. Just gonna leave a lot of these basics. Because while we're here, I'm also going to get some new clothes and stuff, like cold weather clothes, so that we can do stuff like march out into the snow without freezing to death. Yeah, the helmet effects are kind of cool. The helmet effects are cool. You can, this one is actually not one of the fancier helmets. Yeah, very not freezing. I've got some Microtech stories. I have frozen to death on Microtech. I was in an Ursa, out roving around exploring a Microtech. Ursa is a small little rover mini APC type vehicle, ground vehicle, and I got hit by a blizzard, not a snowstorm, a blizzard, where I was, and it actually froze over the Ursa to the point where it stopped moving. And I had some cold. Oh no, not Warthog. It's like fully covered and contained. Think like what is it? The M103, the tiny little people carrier that the Army used for a while. Only technically civilian, but still armed with a pair of light machine guns. Twin link lasers. Anyways, I was out and got hit by a blizzard, and it froze over the Ursa. Like the Ursa just stopped moving. It couldn't move. And everyone in chat was like freaking out because it was the first time anyone had been caught like this. At least anyone in chat at that time had. And I was basically sort of leaving my like last reports and stuff. Dragon Pops, pretty much. I was just sort of leaving my last reports and stuff in the middle of this blizzard. Well, even with my cold weather gear, you know, I didn't have the best cold weather gear. So I sheltered in the Ursa, but ultimately just froze to death. Because the guy who went out hunting for me wasn't in his ship that could fight the blizzard, so he couldn't really do a whole lot to help me. he couldn't get through the blizzard to land to pick me up, so he just sort of like left a sad apology and flew away, and I froze to death. So that's it. What? What just happened? Why'd my engines go? Why did my engines... Oh, there we go. Oh. My engines died for a second. But like next time. That's pretty much what it was. And it was weird and it was scary, but it's like, holy crap, this is something that can happen in this game. Let's see. Another story is actually from last year's Expo. The elevators from the train into the spaceport died. So you could take the train to the spaceport, but you couldn't get out of the train station. Or the Metro Loop station. And so people couldn't get to and from the main city to the train station. And what ended up happening, I'm gonna fly down. I'm not gonna land here. I'm gonna try to land at the actual spaceport. But what ended up happening is there's a exit to the outside where I'm gonna show you. And people, myself included, I was at least on the server I was on, I was the first person to think of it and to start it. We got the Ursas again, since it was a clear day. It wasn't a blizzard. We got the Ursas, and we set up a bus line shuttle service type loop going to and from the commons to the space to the spaceport. And first of all, it was just nice to be able to get people to and from their ships, but it was also like, we've got tons of free play. Oh, there goes a train. You can see the light going. There goes two trains. You can see the lights going. But it was also nice because it's like you get all these free players. They've never played the game again. The first thing they experience is not being able to leave the Commons and Expo area. You can see the Expo right there. So all of us said, no, we're not going to let this ruin their experience. We're going to get them to and from their ships. And that's what we did. And think about it. If the transportation died in most other games like that, there would be no getting people to and, anywhere, because there'd just be no alternative. Oh, good grief. So this is the Expo Center. It does not itself have an exit, but it's right next to the Commons, and the Commons does have an exit. Here, I'm going to get in nice and close, but I'm not going to... Like I said, I'm not going to land here. Actually, I wonder. Is there anyone landed out here right now? No. Well, I'm going to leave the lights on. I'll probably get the attention of some people in the domes, because they can see out of those domes. But yeah, this is... Remember where I stepped out last time? That's right there. You could just come out, and people like to land on the ice and walk up or drive up. And we just ran a bus service from that door, driving down out onto the frozen lake, and drive all the way up, following the rails to the Space Center. And that's what we did. Okay, those lights actually make it really hard to see in the snow. And we just drove back and forth from there to here. Or from here to there. All these nice little yellow lights, the trains running back and forth doing their job. And if there's people in those trains and I buzz them, then they'll see me. And we'll be able to see in. I've flown into enough buildings into this game. I'm going to try to not do that. Thank you very much. And you can take a rover and go up into the city. It's mostly snowed in, so there's not a whole... Oh, there's someone with a crime stat. That is an unfriendly person with a crime stat. Okay, so I should be close enough now. Yep, New Babbage Intergalactic Spaceport.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh, good. They do. That is one thing, is you sometimes end...
Deployed.
Bounty hunt killer. Yeah, that happens. The reason why a lot of people normally choose to land out there is because you can end up waiting for hangars. And that is one thing to keep in mind. I don't think I'm going to get shot out of the sky. They let you get really close. You can different planets have different flight laws. And Microtech more or less doesn't care as long as you don't actually run into a building. Admittedly, there are people that run into buildings. I'm one of them. But generally speaking, you can fly in and out of the city as much as you want. Okay. Yeah, you could see the frames tanking.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
This always happens when you're at the expos. And that's just because there's so many people at the expo and around whatever city you're on for this kind of stuff. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it. Except turn down your systems and go. And oh, for new players, if you're injured or have an injured person you rescued, bring them here for immediate healing. Actually, I wonder if they gave me any free ground vehicles. Sometimes they give you free ground vehicles. I might be able to drive to the expo. Okay, first I'm going to store this before I forget. Because they gave me a free Nomad. Don't crash it, it's a rental. Well, the rentals are also... The rentals are also insured, thankfully. So if you get yourself blown up, you don't need to worry too much. So let's see if the surface entrance... There are... I don't know about dark matter, but there are some interesting cargo that you can do. Okay. No free ground vehicles. Oh well, we're taking the train. but it's Anvil Day. So there are free ground vehicles that we can rent.
Be sure to visit New Babbage's renowned promenade.
Oh my gosh, slideshow. Well, I guess it's not really that slideshow bad yet, but it's not great. It is admittedly better than it normally is. It can get bad when you get when you get all these sudden unplanned, not necessarily unplanned, but sudden demands on the apparently sudden demands on the servers. So, okay, neither of these goes straight to it. Yeah, chauffeur this way.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
Anvil doesn't make tanks, but they do make some fun toys. Garcia's Green advertisement.
Doors are now closing.
Elroy's advertisement. Twins advertisement. Whammer's advertisement. Oh my gosh. And then we're just going to stay on the train, because we're going to the next station over. I can get the cold weather clothes later.
Nearing next stop.
Tobin Expo Center.
The capsule will be leaving the station momentarily.
I'm going the wrong way. It's over here. You know, if I'd pay attention to the signs, it would help. Oh, and this is an actual map to show you where everything is. You have the Interstellar Spaceport, the Commons, the Expo, and the Aspire Grand. And this is very much a convention.
Hello and welcome to the 2951 Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. This special audio presentation will be your guide to the ins and outs of the various halls. and provide unique insight about the vehicles and manufacturers on display. Thanks for listening, and we hope you enjoy your time with us here at this year's IAE.
Yeah, and I'm probably going to pick up some limited edition Expo gear. I love that they have that they actually set up stalls to show their stuff. Now, today's Anvil Aerospace Day, so we're mostly going to get flying armored bricks. But Anvil makes some good stuff, so it's not too bad. Oh, little pop in. I love this stuff that they do. That just makes it feel more like an actual world. This should be the Anvil Day, I believe. That really could be their slogan. That really could be their slogan. Oh, tripped and fell. Oops. I'm walking on slippery stuff. I should really be on the stairs. Vendors with snacks. There's usually more than just the one.
Hi, welcome to the store.
And then the expo itself. And before we get there, you gotta check the map. Because they actually set this up fully with a "you are here" map to know what's what. Fair, but I'm pretty sure that the other stalls would still be hanging around. And you can see where to find all the different stuff, what parts are open, what parts aren't open. And then around the outer edge are equipment vendors. Now, the ships you rent, but the equipment you can buy. So what you do is you rent the ship to grind up some extra cash in a hurry, and then you buy all the stuff you need right here. It's a great way for a new player to just take off with a running start. So, gonna start with the Pisces. Just because, you know, we've seen it enough so we could just have a quick look. But yeah, Anvil makes the little Pisces like what I have. There's not much else to say because you've seen it a lot and you'll be seeing more of it. And over here is the Arrow, which is one of the few non-bricks that they make. Arrow's a light interceptor fighter type. These things are well loved by much of the community as the go-to dogfighter. They're fast, they're small, they're pretty well armed for their size. And you can see you can rent it for free. Now, I know that everyone's going to want to dig into that. But we're going to run downstairs real quick before we do. Just to get it out of the way. Because that's going to be a long exploration. So, here... There is some modifications and updates. And there's definitely new releases like this. This is the Anvil Spartan. It just came out. And it is an APC. It's like the big brother of the Ursa. Got a pair of size 2 Gatling guns on top. You got room for 8 people and their equipment and weapons in the back. And then you've got your single crewer, who both drives the vehicle and runs the gun on top. It's basically the Bradley being armed with, well, I think they're like a pair of 50 caliber miniguns. So, smaller caliber, lot more rate of fire. And this is, you know, a lot of people are going, well, why ground vehicles? I'll show you why ground vehicles for combat, but this is a really great ground mobile base vehicle. The only problem is having a ship big enough to carry it. But why ground vehicles for combat? Over here is why. The ballista. It's built on the same Atlas platform. But instead of an APC, it's got 10 very big missiles. And I'll tell you right now, while this thing is shooting missiles at you, you're having a bad time. Those missiles will probably outrange most things that you're dealing with, and they hit like a truck. A single ballista is a problem. A bunch of ballistas is a no-fly zone. And then, just to quickly have a look, we have the display. This is where ships that are not yet in the game, but are coming soon are. And this is the Liberator, which is a mini carrier. It's got flight decks here in the front and up on top, and then a garage inside. And it's a pocket carrier. And it will be seeing a lot of use when it comes out, because it only needs 2 people to fly it. How many a mini carrier? You know the big Carrick up top? It's probably like 2 or 3 times its size. But, you know, it's scaled to be a real carrier, so that's pretty mini for a carrier. Just gonna run upstairs. Well, I mean, like I said, it's mini for a carrier. It's just that carriers, by their very nature, are enormous. So, we're gonna finish out this floor, then do the Carrick, then go into the side zenith hall. So, over here, we're gonna start over here because it's the only ship left over here. Is the Gladiator. Think of this thing like a Stuka. Or a World War II Avenger. Yes, as I failed to take into account the Saras. This thing is a torpedo fighter bomber designed for carrier operations. It's got a couple underwing guns, a turret, a ball turret on its back, a couple missiles, and a torpedo bay. And, these things were not really looked the greatest upon for a long time, but as bigger ships have come into the game, the Gladiator has really become a force to be reckoned with. No, it doesn't have a spinal cannon. This is a sensor. This is a sensor pod. And because one of these little fighter bombers, if they can get in close and drop their torpedoes, whoever they're shooting at's gonna have a really bad time. It's a heck of a risk flying them though, because they're not the fastest ship in the game, and they're not the most maneuverable ship in the game, and the guns aren't particularly big compared to other stuff flying around their size. But I mean, when they get in and they drop their torpedoes, they're gonna make you hurt. See more equipment around the sides. I'm gonna zoom out so you can see how absolutely monstrous this is as we pass by. We are under one of several cargo bays. Yeah, let's go over and stand next to the landing gear. We do not yet have watercraft. They are coming. Look at this. Look at this. This ship is huge. More components for sale. The Anvil Hurricane. 2-person. The pilot only gets control of these 2 guns and the missiles. The turret gunner gets control of that nice big turret in the back. These things are nasty when you get 2 people in. These things are really, really nasty. They're not too bad with just 1 person, but 2 people, and they are murderous. And their primary role is to basically be either a flying bombardment station by putting cannons on the back, or a flying flak turret by putting repeaters in the back, like this one's equipped with. I mean, that's a quad cannon this thing flies with. This thing can put a lot of fire into the air in a very short period of time. And then finally, before we get to the big guy, the Anvil Hawk. This thing is another really well-loved ship. We're just going to rent this too. And it's built primarily for bounty hunting, which is also what it's primarily used for. Single-seater. But with a compartment in the back. Now, the demo ones usually don't have... No, it doesn't have it. You can shove a prisoner in there. You can also use it as a bed. to log out with if you really need to. But yeah, it's got a prisoner pod stuck to the back. And realistically speaking, the Hawk is made out of spare parts, but it does its job really well. 2 size 1 nose guns, 4 size 2 wing guns. There's one. There's another one on the bottom and 2 on the top. And an EMP generator. This thing can it doesn't have any missiles, but that EMP generator can really turn a fight. It eats shields. I have never taken anyone in alive. It eats shields, and if the shields are down, it can just outright knock a ship's power out. I have hit ships with EMPs, and just watch them go spinning off. And then just shoot them apart at my leisure. The Hawk is really great. And that EMP, it's not the most... In fact, I think it's the weakest EMP in the game. But if you use it right, it does its job nice. It does its job nicely. Now, we're going to have to open this darn thing to get in here. And this, which I've been quite literally dancing around, made in a cave with a box of spare parts. That is probably accurate. This is the Carrick, and it's largely considered the king of the big ships right now. It is a big multi-crew, officially exploration starship, but it does serve multi-roles. But this is really proof that you need multiple people to run these big ships. So, it has a forward vehicle bay, an emergency ladder over there, which we're not going to go up right now. And this is a dedicated vehicle bay. We're going to go through the cargo. But yeah, this is officially an exploration ship. Got an elevator in order to get up here. Got the docking collar over here. Yeah, a good exploration ship would serve multiple roles. That's fair. Here's the first cargo bay. Here's the second cargo bay. Given how they were dressed, they're probably another free fly player who had no idea how to get into the ship. Here's another cargo bay. So people use these to run cargo because they've got lots of storage space. Got some escape pods, got some weapon racks. Back here's the rear turret, the lower turret, which is in the rear, but it's also the lower turret. And something to keep in mind, though, is while you can technically fly this with one person, that's literally just getting from point A to point B. You don't get control of any of the weapons as a lone pilot, so you really do need other people if you're going to take this into combat. But if you have 4 turret gunners, this thing is murderous, because those turrets aren't small. So we are currently on the sub deck, so we're going up to the habitation deck. Nope. Yes, we are going up. You saw there were multiple decks. This is the habitation deck. Depending on spec, blow it up. But you can run cargo, you can do combat missions, you can use this as a mobile base. It has a vehicle bay, it has a hangar. This ship has a hangar. The Pisces was originally designed to be a shuttlecraft for this thing. It has a proper med bay. If it'll open. Here we go. And this is one of 2 ships that you can set as an alternate respawn. Yeah, a lot of these ships give off alien vibes, and it doesn't make me happy. I mean, it does because Alien's awesome, but it doesn't because we know where this is going. Got the doctor's office and pharmacy. Got the regeneration pod. So if you die and you own a Carrick, you can set to respawn at the Carrick instead of at a hospital. Got storage and a lab. And then these 2 med bays for people that have injuries, because you do need to use med beds in order to deal with injuries. So this is a big deal for long-range exploration. Because imagine you're way out in the middle of nowhere, you get yourself killed, and you respawn back at your home station where you have your clone set up. Well, your ship's way out in the middle of nowhere, and you're back home. And one of these opens, and one of them doesn't. That's the one that doesn't open. Okay. There's an elevator we passed. Rec area. Sorry, not rec area. Commissary. Here's your food. People are clearly screwing around in here. Here's the rec area. I do not own a Carrick, so I do not spend a whole lot of time. Okay, we got a glitch. We got a glitch. Crew's quarters. We got another glitch. And I guess I probably should have said this earlier, but a lot of the stuff most of the stuff is available online if you want to spend real money. I'm not a whale, and I don't really recommend people be whales. If you're going to, though, there are better ways to do it than just buying everything that you want immediately. The primary method is exactly Rippy. And captain's quarters. But what you could do is 24 hours after you buy a ship, you can actually melt it for store credit and then use that to buy something else. Oh, more glitches. Oh, there we go. Skitty makes unsatisfying noises. So you can use the same money that you spent one time in order to try out multiple ships that way and have access to them even when they're not for sale. Oh, that's right. That's like the 3D printer the ship has. Another elevator. And part of the bridge, because there's more bridge above us. But we've got the main pilot seat and the pair of co-pilot seats. And some really clear glass. Servers and equipment. Now, this does go to the upper bridge. Okay, this just transports you between the bridges. Cool. So we're at the upper bridge with 2 more stations as well as access to remote turrets. Navigation computer. This isn't fully set up yet, but it will function as your main radar. And captain's control, so you can control the ship from either upper or lower deck. It is, well, it's not glass, it's like some diamond reinforced polycarbonate is officially what it is. But it is a physical object, not force fields. And in lore, the windshields are just as strong as the rest of the ship, but the reason you don't make all the walls out of it is it's super expensive. And the Anvil, and the Carrick is originally actually a Navy ship. The versions we have access to have been stripped down for civilian use. More escape pods. Can't remember what's in here. Here we go. Oh, it's a workshop. There's no 3D printer. Because this ship, you know, it's a long-range exploration vessel. It needs to be able to support itself. And I think this is the drone bay, if I remember correctly. This is the drone bay. This is where you control the drone. There's another place where you control the drones. This is where you're going to maintain the drones. So we'll be able to deploy 2 drones at a time, and it'll store 8, I think? Maybe? I know that by default you're supposed to manually control the drones like remote fighters, only not necessarily shooting, but I think you will be able to automate them to a degree. Elevator, Jeffrey's tube, hangar. And this is where on a lot of Carricks you'll find a Pisces. Sometimes you'll find other ships. I know there's a lot of people that like to stuff multiple Argos in here. And that opens, though it appears the texture is glitched, but that opens and you just fly straight up out. I think you could fit like 3 Argos on this platform. Yeah, this is at the Expo. This ship's getting beaten to pieces by all the random people. Now, I believe we have more turrets. Yes. These turrets are ball turrets that sit way out in the wings. Carrick is a well-loved ship, but it is huge. Oh wait, no, we're going this way first. Engineering? No, that is also more engineering. And more engineering. And more engineering. Though I do like that there's just a fuel tank right there. And this should be the same thing. Or the same kind of thing. Yes, it is. And then we're back up to upper engineering. Now we're going in here. With the main engineering and control station, which doesn't really do a whole lot right now, because engineering gameplay is at its most basic, but we'll be getting more. That will be what you eventually do. We don't do it yet, unfortunately. So, we're not done yet. Back to the elevator. So that was a technical deck, and now we're going up to the cartography deck. Well, our engines can explode. The problem is we can't repair them yet. Not without docking at a station. So we have stellar cartography. or astrometrics, depending on what sci-fi series you subscribe to. More escape pods. Oh, those aren't escape pods. They're suit lockers. Excuse me. Airlock. Because EVA door. And the door to the hangar. So, yeah, you can, you can just get out here. And there's the big topside turret. And that one's fully remote. That one's not manned. The other three are crewed. That one's remote controlled from down there in the bridge. And this is so not a small ship. But, I mean, there's much bigger, mostly run by the Navy, but this is a big starship. Again, it has a hangar. I'm not jumping, I'm not breaking my legs. The problem is wind and force effects are still a thing, and I have absolutely seen bad stuff happen to people when standing on a ship while it's trying to move. I cannot set myself up with this med bay. Okay, we're going down to the sub deck. Then we're going to go check out the other halls. And then we're going to pick a ship. And we're going to actually do some more flying around, because we're an hour in and all I've done is wander around the expo. Having said that, we're an hour in and all I've done is wander around the expo. There's so much stuff here. Thank you. So, I believe it was, yes, over here. Okay, yeah, so we're going to go in here and then come out over there. Cool. So you've got the Zenith Hall. Now the side Zenith Hall. This is... This is one of the moons. I can't remember which one. Ah, yes, the Hornet Room. This is one of the oldest fighters in the game, and the original flying brick. And as you can see, Anvil really likes to get a lot of mileage out of some of their models. So, this is the F7c Basic Hornet model. Single seat fighter. Comes with 2 wing guns by default. Technically has a cargo pod. And you can strap extra stuff to it, but it's not the biggest fan of the Basic C. This is one of the combat variants of the C. I want to rent you. Here we go. The Wildfire. It is more heavily armed. You see, it's got a big Gatling cannon strapped to its back. And then, of course, wing cannons. Now we're going to get to the center ones in a sec, because they're the big boys. Now over here is Anvil being lazy. They needed a scout ship. So they built this, called it the Hornet Tracker, and just gave it a big sensor dish on its back. And then they needed a stealth ship. So they built this, coated it in reflective panels, and called it a stealth ship. It's just a Hornet with reflective panels. It is the least stealthy of the stealth ships. Then again, we have the big boys. Here we have the F7c-M. It's actually a two-seater. You can fly with just one person, but it has a second seat. And this is the Militia Combat variant. Got a turret in it. It's got a canard turret. It's got a back turret. It's got its wing guns. It is tough. This thing hits like a truck. Then you have the F7A, which cannot be rented because this is the dedicated military model. It is bigger, tankier, and more heavily armed. And you can see its turrets are completely redone. Its chassis is a very different form factor. This is what this is one of the ships that the Navy uses. And I'll tell you something. Even if I'm in an M with a Rio, I don't want one of these things chasing me. It's gonna be a bad time. These things hurt, as they should. But you can see, I mean, that's 6 Hornets right there. And they're just getting so much use out of one model. It's really funny how lazy they are about it. And we're coming back out here. We're going around to the other one. Side hole number 1. Oh, here we go. Okay. Their redone tracker for, quote, exploration / scouting / battlefield rescue. The Terrapin. It's not very well armed. Those 2 small nose guns are all it has. But you can see it is a brick of armor. It's like they said, okay, we're known for making bricks of armor. We better make this even brickier than normal. It can even extend armor plates to cover its cockpit. And it's one of the best VTOL ships in the game because it's got 2 sets of engines and they all can rotate down for hovering. It's got its scanner seat. It's got a bed, tiny bit of personal storage and use, and the pilot seat. I get why some people like the Terrapin. Again, it's super heavily armored, but it's slow. It's not very well armed. It's to me, I'd rather have something a little bit faster and maneuverable. If you're just Squisher the Toad, those are reasonable names for it. Then you have the Valkyrie. This is Anvil's dropship. This is the Pelican of Star Citizen. And these things are tough. This is another one where they said, we're known for making blocks of armor that fly. Add more armor. And heavily armed. The pilot has a twin gun nose turret. It's got 2 man turrets, which are also twin guns. It's got 2 single gun remote turrets. And it's got a pair of door guns. This thing will clear its own landing zone. The Valkyries see a lot of use as dedicated combat transports and even just space combat ships because they've got so many guns on them. People just say, all right, we're going to crew up, pile into one of these, and start blasting away in all directions. And it can do it. So, here's your vehicle bay. Nice and big. This is one of the ships that can carry the Atlas platforms. The ballista and the... I'm pretty sure it could carry the ballista and the Spartan. Should be able to carry the Nova. I need to double check that. And then people just pile other vehicles because they're all smaller in here. I've seen this bay just completely filled with golf carts, for Pete's sakes. Yep, there's one of the door guns. That is something people have done that, but people have another thing that they like to do, which is take people with rocket launchers and shoulder-fired railguns and just put them at all the doors. Here's one of the drop seat areas where troops can lock in, because with force reaction, if you're not sitting in a seat locked in, you can be thrown about and get hurt just while the ship's doing maneuvers. Here's one of the turrets. And here's the other. So officially, it carries 10 troops, 1 or 2 vehicles, 5 crew. Obviously, everyone stuffs a lot more into them because they can. Up here's the crew area. I have mixed feelings about the design of the crew area. Bed 1, 2 beds, 2 beds. Upper turret. Nope, nope, nope. Don't go down the ladder. Please don't go down the ladder. And the refresher. But you've just got this overhang. On one hand, you have the ability to stand here and shoot down. On the other hand, if you're not wearing a spacesuit or a flight suit, and that opens into a hostile environment, your crew's having a bad day. So I have some questions about that. Here's the 2 remote turret stations, and the pilot station down here. And these things are tough. I cannot stress enough that these things take a beating. And then, finally for the Expo, we have the mother of all space superiority fighters. Navy dedicated only. We will be able to get a civilian version once the single player campaign comes out. But for now, it is Navy exclusive. And these things are murderers. The Lightning. Biggest, baddest fighter in the fleet. It's got 4 wing guns, 2 chin guns, and a turret on its back, and a pile of missiles. People have tried to steal these. It doesn't end well. But yeah, the F8 Lightning. King of fighters in Star Citizen. These things will make you hurt. I've seen these things in action. Because the UAE Navy is in the game. And they will show up if there are problems. And they will make the problems go away. I want a lightning so bad. And that's about it for the haul. For what Anvil has brought to the show. The 4 shop areas around the hall are going to be here the whole time. You'll see them more when I go to actually buy equipment. For now, I'm going to head back to the Commons in order to get some equipment. And then I'm going to head out, and we're going to... No, I'm not going to head to the Commons. I'm going straight to the space station, spaceport. And we're going to use some of these rented ships to make some money. Oh, in this, they have in the elevators even the schedule. So we've got Anvil Aerospace, then Aegis Dynamics, Crusader and Tumbrel share a day, Argo, Consolidated Outland, Grey Cat, and Kruger. That's a lot of the small manufacturers. MISC, Robert Space Industry, Alien Day, Apoa, Banu, Aspira, and Gotak are all alien manufacturers. Origin, the luxury manufacturers. Drake, the we don't sell to pirates, but we sell to pirates people. And then Best in Show. Oh, yes. Right one, okay. So, with Aegis tomorrow, not tomorrow, next. Aegis is the other big Navy manufacturer. Or Aegis. It's pronounced so many different ways. They are the old school Navy manufacturer. Anvil is technically muscling in on their territory. Aegis has been the dedicated manufacturer for a long time. They have the most number of ships in the game. Right now, they produce a lot of stuff that's like military. Like when you look at the Anvil stuff, it's clearly military, but it's a bit on the sleeker side. Aegis does the military stuff that's like dedicated, get it done. Drake's kind of known for their questionable policies in many areas, violating Expo rules. They have been kicked out of Expos in the past and set up shop in a different place. For Fleet Week, which is the big UE Navy Expo, they actually rented out a hangar. They actually rented out a hangar at a separate spaceport and held their own private expo there. It was just a giant hangar with a bunch of ships parked around and some Drake flyers put up. It's like, wait a minute. This is all run by one company. How'd they get kicked out of the expo? I'm skipping the parka. We're gonna do some flight combat missions. Probably we'll end up doing some driving around tomorrow, maybe, because while the expo's going, I'm gonna focus on showing off Star Citizen, because we've got the expo going. Now's the time for people to be playing for free, getting a chance to enjoy the game, see if they like it, see if they want to get it. There are discounted. I swear they don't pay me to say all this. There are discounted packages right now available, so you can buy the game for cheaper than you normally would. One of them is the Nomad. I really like the Nomad. I like the Pisces, But I really like the Nomad. I would love if they were paying me or they sponsored me or something. It's not gonna happen. I've enjoyed this game for years. I just have a ton of fun with it. And it's hard not to espouse the pros of the game. It does have problems. You've seen it gets glitchy. No, players are the publishers. Players are the ones paying the studio to make the game. And players have absolutely made decisions in what comes next. Like, originally there wasn't going to be this whole first-person wander-around area. It was just going to be another space flight sim similar to what Elite Dangerous became. And then players are like, nope, we're good. Here, have money. Do better. And if you ask a lot of Elite Dangerous players that have jumped over to Star Citizen after, I don't know the details, but apparently it was just this disastrous. Oh, that's right. That's right. This is why you want to set. Well, oh wait, no. Oh right, they're rentals. Never mind. You can't modify the rentals. Duh. This is another reason why you want to set New Babbage as your start location, though. Because rental ships are delivered to your start location. So if you're not set to New Babbage, they'll go to another planet. You have to either claim them or fly over there in order to get them. So we're going to do some flight combat missions. And we're going to pull out the big boy. If it'll let me. It's glitchy.
Remember, your belongings belong to you. Keep a careful watch on all personal items.
Oh no, it's glitching. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Ready to upgrade? Located in the plaza, the factory line has all of Microtech's latest offerings.
But anyway, so yeah, it's due to the way the location delivery works, you're gonna want to set New Babbage as your starting area for this, so that when you rent this stuff, you have the ability to immediately access it, not wait for claim timers or go someplace else.
For the latest updates,
Okay, Hangar 3, got you.
And gate assignments, please use one of the conveniently located.
And you got to be careful about some of these terminals, because that's not instanced menus. People can see what you're doing on the terminals if they sneak up and look over your shoulder. What was it, 3? Yeah. So this comes with 2 Gatling cannons and 4 laser repeaters. Oh, right, because it's got the co-pilot thing. That threw me off for a second. Hopefully, once we get out of New Babbage a little bit, we'll see some improvement in performance.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
There we go. Okay. Oh. Okay, so this has got a pretty good default setup. I don't fly Hornets very often. Now, I like to communicate through the panel, but we're going to do it through the chat just to show that you can. Ooh, oh, wait a minute. No.
You are clear to launch.
Thank you. All right, so we're gonna get out of here. Hopefully, get some better.
Landing gear raised.
Hopefully, get some better frames. And then we're gonna find some missions. All right, VTOL off. You can see the second seat in there. Now, most of these weapons should be gimbaled.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Alright, frames should start to pick up. Did I? I did not. I should have. Well, it depends. Okay, what do we got here? Well, I'm gonna end up having to fly all the way back out to Crusader, aren't I? I am! Oh, it's gonna burn through most of my fuel. Oh, these things have gotten a lot faster. I'm already out. Cool. Well, you know what? Getting away from New Babbage is going to do us some good anyways, because I'm getting a little tired of these frames. Just got to hold it on target. Because now that we're out of the atmosphere, the ship's struggling with its slide from the speed I had it running, because it's a brick of armor.
Is now off.
Oh my gosh, we gotta get away from here. This is these frame problems. Oy. There we go. Well, we're already getting some better frames.
Quantum drive is now on.
Now we're having an interesting bug. It will hopefully sort itself out. At least we are actually moving. That helps. Alright, I am checking stuff again while we fly, because it's not, I can't even get out of my seat. Just gonna quickly repost, try to put myself back to front of the line for a couple of these things. Well, the rental thing kind of varies, because if you're fighting other people, then yeah. But if you're just doing like the kind of bounty hunting like I am, it's a convenience, because it's you no longer have to deal with, oh, that's right, the stock FTL on this thing is trash. Oh no. The Hornet is designed to be a carrier launch fighter. Oh no! Oh no! We're gonna be here for a bit. Oh no! I should have checked this. I should have checked to see if there were closer bounty hunting missions. The stock FTL on the Hornet is trash. We are moving at a snail's pace from one side of the solar system to the other. And the quantum is okay, it's not that bad, but it is bad. And the quantum in this game is based on warp drive, like Star Trek or the Alcubierre drive. Still getting that darn visual bug. But you can see what Rippy said. And, I mean, this does at least highlight that there are different engine speeds, and that something like the little Pisces that I've been using, it is actually pretty zippy for a tiny little ship. You can get faster, and I intend to eventually equip it with faster, but you could see that, I mean, the Pisces would probably already be there. Pisces moves at a relatively fast out of the gate. We are halfway there. This, you're seeing, though, why I generally like the option to get out of my seat while traveling in FTL. I'm streaming, I'm chatting with you guys, got something else to do, but if I'm just playing on my own, well, I'm just kind of staring here, or going and doing something else while I wait to get where I'm going. That is the one thing, but I do like the realism it adds, and it's not like you're waiting for hours to get to where you're going. You're just still taking a long time to get to where you're going. Actually, while we're here, I'm going to check the weapon outfit to make sure I do have... Why are the scorpions set to... I'm going to reverse these. There, so that way on 0, when I pull the trigger, I'm firing all the lasers. And when I push the thumb button, I'm firing the Gatling cannons, because those have finite ammo. Those don't. What are the missiles? Marksman's, because that's the one big weakness that Hornets have, is they have tiny missiles. They got 8 tiny missiles, so they got a lot of missiles for a fighter, but they're tiny missiles. Alright, we're finally starting to get here. But yeah, the Hornet is designed as a carrier launch fighter. It has a small fuel tank. It has quantum drive. Putting a faster quantum drive on is probably going to get you there faster, but you're going to have to hop from station to station to refuel. It's a very good combat ship, despite what a lot of people like to often say about it, because it is an old combat ship. But it is a very good combat ship. It's definitely designed to operate out of a mothership, not on its own. And because I have all my graphics turned down, we just get this crappy ball for Crusader. I promise if you turn on better graphics settings, it looks way better. I hate that bug. That bug does get legitimately annoying.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now on.
Now, the reason I'm really doing these bounties is, besides the fact that I like doing these bounties, is that if you can get to at least the minimum multiple person... There we go. At least the minimum of the medium risk multi-person bounties, you can make a lot of money in a hurry. Obviously, the tougher the bounties you take on, the more money you're going to make. But the medium multi-person bounties are the ones where it at least starts making a ton of cash. Hello. Oh, you're in an Aurora. You're gonna have a bad day. You're not gonna like me. You know what? I'm actually going to fly with fixed guns. That way I can... Yeah, if you look up in that corner, you can see I've already eaten through all of his shields. And...
Shields hit.
done some nice physical damage to him.
Shit!
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're almost dead. Just let it happen. Man, you can't figure me out when I'm flying backwards, can you?
Shields hit.
Okay, maybe you can.
Shit!
Problem is, these are the size 2 and size 3 laser repeaters. I'm really used to having a full set of size 3s. I mean, size 1 and size 2s, yeah. I'm used to having a set of 4 size 3s. Just like chew them to pieces immediately.
Shit!
Alright, fine. I'm gonna let you boom past me and try to start up again. I'm not using the Gatlings on it. Well, you know what? Yeah, we're gonna use the Gatlings on him just to watch him melt.
Shit!
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
Now we're gonna refuel because I need it. Gonna rearm, get those guns back up. Yeah, Mr. Badman has a bad day. Yeah, this is... You can re-up the size of these weapons, which, you know, if I own the ship, I probably would do.
Quantum drive is
Set it up with a set of nice big fixed... I think you can still swap out the front turret for a single fixed size 3. Which would replace the 2 Bulldogs.
is now on.
Wings, also size 3, fixed. And I think you're stuck with the turrets unless you swap for one big gun. It's basically just, alright, I'm gonna alpha this thing to death very quickly and be done with it. The one thing the small weapons do give you, though, is the gimbals, which I'm not using, of course. And the fact that they do carry a lot more charge. You can fire them for longer
Quantum drive is now
before you
on.
have to stop and let them recharge, but they're smaller, they're shorter range.
Is now off.
They don't hit as hard per shot. Yeah. What's going on here? What was that all about? I don't know. Yeah, server's probably having a bad day.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Thank you.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, I'm
Landing complete.
Still well armed if there was an alien attack at the station, but it was like that. It froze like that. It's like, what the heck's going on here? So we're just gonna let them refuel and rearm. While they do that, I'm gonna go find a new mission. And there are sirens going. That's fun. Alright. What do we got? Suspect apprehension. Nope. I don't want to do that. Not doing Hurston. Okay, it looks like I'm going to need to grind up some more reputation with some very low risk targets first. So we're just going to start doing those. Do not have player accessible nukes in this game yet. We do have player accessible MOABs.
Landing gear raised.
Because, you know, why not?
Thank you, and please visit again.
Is now on.
I'm just gonna give a bunch of gamers access to MOABs.
Is now on.
That would be the Hercules A2 bomber variant. That's the one that drops the MOABs.
Is now
Yes, plural.
quantum drive is now off.
The thing is, you'd think the first thing players would do is drop the MOABs on the various cities and stuff.
Quantum drive is
As it turns out, if it's physicalized in the game, it can be shot at. So a giant bomb is actually really easy for point defense grids to knock out. Yeah, missiles can be shot down, torpedoes can be shot down, bombs can be shot down. I have actually shot down a very small number of missiles, and it feels like the most awesome thing in the world whenever you do, because it's like straight out of Battlestar Galactica. You're going one direction, you decouple, you spin around, and you just spray, and then suddenly it detonates, and isn't it? And you lose the missile lock icon. It takes doing that very, very fast, and very, very luckily, but it is possible. And like I said, it's the most incredible achievement, especially for a pilot as mediocre as me. I do not pretend to be a particularly good pilot in this game. Nazca line, what? You might have to explain that one to me. No, my page froze. Or not froze, died. Reload, reload quickly, reload. Okay. I am definitely not censoring in the right direction. To be fair, it does just point... Oh, wait, is that you? That's you! Ah! Whew. Alright, who are you? You are the person I'm looking for. Guess what? You're gonna die.
Let's see how you like this.
shields hit. Target
What was that you were saying, big guy? Oh boy. Alright, well, before I pick up my next mission, I'm going to see what that's talking about. Oh, I got you. I forgot what those are called. I know what you're talking about now. Now, what are you buzzing me about? Alright, bounty hunter, clear criminal nest, cave. Oh man. I can see that happening. Oh, there we go, there we go. That's what we're looking for. As you can see, the Hornet very, very efficiently murders very low risk threats.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, wait a minute. No, that's not... Okay, for a second I thought we were at Grim Hex, but no, that's not the right shape. This could be interesting because occasionally bounties spawn inside the asteroids and it's really annoying. Then you actually need a Moab to try to splash through. But at the same time, a lot of these are just, you're fighting around the big asteroid. They didn't actually spawn in it. But having that in the asteroid does always make me nervous, because normally it's like out here where my crosshairs are. I'm gonna widen my search a little bit. Oh, oh. Got white pips. Oh, no, they're rocks. I hate how they need to fix the missile warnings, because that does get annoying. The way they're like, the missile warning alert, once it's on, never goes away. At the very least, it stops screaming at you that there's an inbound missile. Oh, he's spawned in the darn rock. You know it. He didn't spawn in the rock. He didn't spawn in the rock. He was just playing ring around the asteroid. What's he in? Gladius. Alright. Now remember, the Gladius gave me trouble. Let's see how it does against a Hornet. Yeah, I don't know how they survive when they spawn in the rock. Alright. So we could go to Hurston and hunt. Could do a player. Do it on foot. I really want to get up to the higher difficulty bounties. What do we have over here? Supply re-up, magic trick, mercenary. You know what? If we don't get any good bounties very soon, I might actually go do the PI mission. I'm gonna go do the PI mission just so we see something else. And
Thank you for getting in touch with me. My husband recently died aboard the Gundo Kovalek station, but the company is refusing to pay out his insurance claim because they say he was at fault. It's ridiculous. There is no way that's true. I know my husband. Darnell had his problems, but that is all in the past. I want you to go to the Kovalek station and send me evidence that my husband is innocent. But even if you find out that he isn't, you'll still get paid. I know your time is valuable, and really, I just want to know the truth.
I didn't realize this
I've
didn't
attached
show
the
a
insurance
complete.
claim to get you started. Good luck. And I hope to hear from you soon, one way or another.
Why is this not showing a complete? Did I shoot down the wrong person? Okay, dokie. Too fast, too fast, too fast. Oh! I shot down the wrong person! There you are! You were hiding in some crack, weren't you? Oh no, you are in the rock! You are in the rock! No! Oh. Can I get through? No.
Landing gear deployed.
No, there isn't. Some do, but this isn't one of them. This is just a bug spawn. Yeah, he's down there and I can't get to him. I can't. Wish I could, but I can't. That's a disappointment. Alright, we're gonna go do the investigation mission and hope that better bounties show up while we do.
Bogey.
Yeah, I know Bogey, but he can't hurt me and I can't hurt him. Alright. We're going to Kovalex. That's a disappointment. It does happen sometimes. It's always annoying when it does, because it's like, ah, no, my paycheck. At least I made some money off the other guy that wandered into me. And that glitch again. Oh, come on. I mean, they're working on it. And the game's certainly still playable, as you can see. It's just keep running these little glitches that are just annoying.
Quantum drive is now up.
So, we're going to the Kovalex shipping hub to investigate an accident.
Quantum drive is now up.
Well, one of the Kovalex shipping hubs. There's a bunch of these.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now up.
Here we go. Yep, someone needs rescued, but I'm on the wrong side of the solar system to do it. Here we go. Actually, no. In order to be able to see... Because this station had an accident. So I'm going to set my lights into the window. And this is the only weapon I have, unfortunately. Because I put the rest of it someplace. Put the rest of my equipment someplace else. Because I'm stupid. Oh, well. And this, these abandoned and damaged stations, they can get creepy in a hurry. Here we go.
Hey, Darnell. It's Racine over at Corporate Ops. Give me a shout back when you clock in. Just wanted to follow up a bit on the distro issue. Talk to you in a bit. Bye.
Ah.
Darnell, Racine again. Still need to sync up about the power distribution problem. Where are you, man? waiting, Darnell. Call me.
What is my oxygen like? Okay, I've got plenty. My character just can't zero G very well. I was smart to have a multi-tool with a tractor beam because you can use it like a grappling hook in zero G.
Hey babe, I just got the package you sent. Thanks a million for the Moby mod. It is incredible. Sorry for the noise. The crew surprised me with a shindig.
Right, we did. Hey, Anya!
Holy shit, is that a bottle of Esquire?
Damn right.
How did you afford this?
Let's talk. Hey, Darnell! Hey! Darnell! Get in on this! Oh, come on!
Jeez, Darnell, look, just one. Maybe a sip. There we go.
Bye, Anya! Let's go. Darnell, one more.
Hey, look, I'm gonna get back to it, but let me know how your dissertation's going. Anyway, I love you and I miss you. Thank you again for the present. Bye, babe.
I've done this kind of stuff a lot, so I kind of know where to poke already. Also, if you have the tractor beam and you're not using it to zip yourself around, you can use it to move all kinds of debris and things. Let's see. Light, laptop, no. Wait, can I open the laptop? Can I check the laptop? Nope. Anything in here? Nope. ZOG maneuvering is not fun, and I'm probably not in the right equipment set to do it. Yeah, that's the thing. And this is not the creepiest station I've been in. There's absolutely been times when I've been in a station where it's like I can't see without the light. It's like, okay, something's gonna hop out and murder me, isn't it? Ouch. Yeah, I'm trying to keep myself as stable as possible. I apologize. Okay, so there they talked about the locked door not being suspect. Contraband. This is contraband black market activity in Stanton. Okay. And a custom freelancer. Freelancer is a type of ship. Made by MISC, Musashi Industrial Spaceflight Concern. Hello? Hello? Alright, we'll come back to you. And that's the one I just got, isn't it? Yes, that's the one I just got. Cool. Ah! Okay, and there's nothing over here. Is there? Don't. That doesn't make me. That doesn't make me happy. I'm gonna not. I'm gonna not go there. I swear I'm trying to fly as much as straight as much as I can, but I'm probably not in a good EVA suit. Oh, and that's also broken. Great. Here we go. Perform a routine check. Sleep about know that Mel's access code is different than the one we have in file. Folder from last shift. Tries it without authorization. Went ahead and reset to new unlock code. You want to send the update corporate, or should I? Also, I can remind Mel about our security policy. Okay. Mel's the person that they were saying isn't a suspect. Yet she's got her security code sitting around. Ouch. Ouch. Most wish this was VR so I could kind of like pull myself around. I really, really need to remember to get multi-tool with tractor beam. Ooh. Fun stuff.
Hey, Race, it's Darnell.
Where the hell have you been? Your shift started 3 hours ago.
I know. Sorry. I did a breakdown of the current power flow for the station, and it's looking like I'll need to run a stress test on the whole system to see where the runoff is.
Okay. Hey, just be careful.
Will do. I'll keep a close eye on it.
Sounds good. You sure you're okay? You sound terrible.
Yeah. It was Scott's birthday last night, so we were all up a little later than we should have been.
Alright. Let me know when you're finished running the test.
Will do.
And he was running the stress test when everything exploded. Data log server managed to put together a rough timeline. This is criminal sabotage, worker negligence. Sad to say. And attach a series of files help illustrate my points, and so you don't have to sift through 3 million lines of data. And I think I picked up an alert to get into the other room again, which this should take me to. Do not tamper. Too bad I'm tampering. I said I'm tampering. I bet I need a hacker tool. Crap. What about the other one? Ha! Ooh, can I steal you? No, but I can steal you.
Hey, wanted to let you know that I got the ops guy's passcode last night. Took a whole damn bottle of Esquire to do it. Talk about being able to hold your liquor. I set the routine to bypass the monitoring protocols at 1400. The crates should go through, no problem. Just be ready at the drop, alright? By the way, had to change over the security stuff. Codes attached.
So, someone else is playing with the stuff. Now, is this going to unlock for me? Ouch. No, you're not going to give me your message. That looks like someone else's light is shining in here. I don't know what you're talking about not going well. I'm having trouble maneuvering around, but I found all kinds of fun stuff.
I wanted to let you know that I got the information you sent, and if what you found is true, I owe you a very big thank you, and Kovalex owes me and my husband an apology. Thank you again. I'm uploading your payment to your account now.
I do not have a hacker tool aboard my ship. You would have seen me buy the hacker tool if I had owned a hacker tool.
Quantum drive is now on.
It's a little bit simplistic to be running around and doing these very, very low risk bounty targets with the Hornet, but
Quantum drive is now.
it's also like the only way to get to the better missions. You know, you got to kill enough of these guys to get to the low risk.
Quantum
Then you
drive
kill enough
is
low
now
risk to
on.
get to the medium risk. And again, this is just kind of showing you some of the stuff that you can do. And I'll be showing off the other kinds of ships that you can get with this. But I mean, Anvil's a combat manufacturer first and foremost. I rented the combat ships. Combat's really what you're gonna do with them. So I'm gonna do just a little bit more of this stuff. And then that will probably be it, because we're at 2 hours. And I didn't have a whole lot of time, but I definitely wanted to do some Expo stuff before we were done. And what I'm doing there is my most powerful engine is the main engine, not the little thrusters that you normally use when slowing down when you're, pointed this way. So I'm doing what's called a flip and burn. I am spinning 180 around so my main engine can slow me down faster. And then turning back around to the direction I want to go. Lightning is not on sale. When you complete the Squadron 42, if you do it with a positive reputation, you can get the civilian version of the Lightning. They will sell you a slightly nerfed version of Lightning, which is still going to be a monster fighter. That is not currently available in the game. They're working on it. People have been bugging them for forever to get finished with it. It will be the single-player campaign of Star Citizen, and it's also how you get your citizenship. The United Earth Empire functions a lot like the Roman Empire. You have to put in military service in order to get citizenship in the UEE. Oh, there you are. I think. You're an Aegis Eclipse. I don't know if that's who I'm after. This is a stealth bomber. But he's red, so he's a criminal, which means I'm going to get paid if I kill him. Nope, this is who I'm after. And her, excuse me. Oh, no! It switched me back to my other setup. No, I wasted some of my bullets. Starting to get a slideshow again.
Shields hit.
You guys are a little bit tougher than the other ships that I've chased down, but not by much. These aren't the really tough ships,
Target destroyed.
as you can see. Sad at having wasted some of my ammo. I need to switch my weapons around properly. There we go. It does make pretty boom. I like the explosions in this game. Still got the certification, the PvP. If I'm gonna go PvP, I want to be properly equipped with my own with my own gear. Lemon chest is, let's see. While we wait for a new mission to pop. Waiting for that to load. Lemon chest is at 4.2. That's not bad. But we might end up ending before we can actually open that, because I'm not going to be running for much longer. And I'm planning on trying to stream as many days as possible during the expo. So there'll be plenty of chances for people to collect lemons if it doesn't open tonight. So that was the person that I was trying to kill. So again, we're waiting for it to trigger. I think part of the problem is I'm killing them too fast. What are you? You're an M50.
Target destroyed.
I hate M50s because, not because they're tough, because they're not. They're very fragile, as you can see, and they are, and they don't carry significant weapons. They are less, they carry less weapons than the little Anvil Pisces that I have. The problem is they're so fast that if they have a chance to get going, they can just run you forever if you don't have enough alpha to kill them very quickly. Which, unless you have ballistic weapons, most starter ships just aren't going to do. They will outrun you and just run you back and forth in circles, and you'll take a couple pot shots at the shield, and then they'll be out of your gun range, and you'll be struggling to come around to try to kill them. It is infuriating. And so I hate fighting them, because if they get going, it is a pain to try to kill them if you're not in a ship like a Hornet that can just quickly, they can very quickly just pop them before they can become a problem. But like I said, they're not significant threats on their own. They have 2 size 1 weapons and 2 size 1 hardpoints and 2 size 1 missiles, and they struggle to support the heavy size 1 weapons like...
I just wanted to let you know that the information you found worked. Kovalex exonerated my husband, and the insurance company gave me the full claim. On top of all that, the advocacy was able to arrest the people that Melisowski had been working with. Turns out there was a reward for information leading to the smuggling ring's arrest, and I want you to have it. I cannot express how much I appreciate the hard work you did on my behalf.
Yay, bonus pay.
Made all the difference. Best of luck to you, and thanks for everything.
Anyways, yeah, M50s are just a royal pain to kill if you don't get them fast and early. Please trigger so I can go to the next bounty. There was something up here, wasn't it? There was. What are you? You're a rock. That's what you are. I am begging you to trigger so that I can go to my next hunt. Let's... Ah. I mean, I technically did get paid off of the call to arms. So it's not like I've got nothing for the kill. I've just not got very much. You know, I'm a full digit off of how much money I should have been paid. You're a rock, aren't you? Yeah, you're a rock. I'm gonna have to abandon it and see if I can get 1 or 2 more kills in. Normally you can run this very, very smoothly. Obviously tonight is not one of those times. I'm just gonna sit on this while I find my next... Well, I abandon this, I guess. Good grief. Alright, okay. New bounty, yay. Not a good night for bounty hunting. Server's not having a good time, which may in fact just be because of the expo right now. Now that I think about it. Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. He's gonna be in the rock! Ah. Yeah, it's gotta be because of the Expo. Servers are struggling. I occasionally get one stuck in the rock, but I never have this kind of problem with my bounties. Wait, is that in the rock or by the rock? That's not in the rock. That's floating by the rock. But that's not in it. Okay, we may be in luck. Because that's how they normally set off. When they're by these big asteroids. Okay. Maybe we have some good luck. The question still stands of scanning him down. And for anyone seriously wondering, I'm using a scanner radar ping, which is more powerful than the passive sensor that you see the little circles down above my joystick. You can do 360 or you can narrow down the direction in front of you. This is a much more powerful scan, though you have to be pointing it in the right direction and of the right intensity. And it's what's popping up the little boxes and dots and stuff like that. Where was I pointed? Where was I pointed? There you are. And you can use it to find stuff that wouldn't normally appear on your sensors. You know what? I'm gonna pay you in kind.
Shields hit. Target destroyed.
The Legionnaire is not actually a bad combat ship. The problem is I'm in an F7c Hornet, which really is one of the big boy fighters of Star Citizen. Come on, give me a promotion. Give me a promotion. You're not giving me any promotions. You're not clearing. Pay me! Thank you. I like Maple Chuckle. Pay me! That was definitely Rick Topham. What's that other white dot? Is that another rock? And these blue rocks, by the way, they are minables. You use the Prospector, which is a single-seater mining ship, or the Mole, which is a up to 4 people mining ship, 1 pilot and 3 miners. Pay me. This is just infuriating, because if I'm not getting paid and it's not clearing, then I'm not getting bounty reputation. So I'm not getting promotions. Here. Bounty Hunters Guild. Probationary Guild member. This isn't improving if I'm not getting paid. Neither is this. Working for Crusader, they're not doing anything for me. And Hurston doesn't care. Actually, wait, no. Hurston's actually giving me the best reputation, isn't it? Well, they don't care about my bounty hunting, but they're at least giving me some security contractor. Ish. What's that? Are you... Oh my gosh. Die! What are you doing? Oh, you're in an M50 again! Go away!
Target destroyed.
Oh my gosh, the server must be having so much trouble. This is ridiculous. I got paid by the Empire for killing him. I didn't get my bounty. Here. I didn't get my bounty and reputation. He showed up again. He respawned. I killed him. Again. I got the satisfaction of ridding the galaxy of another M50. And then... nothing. Give me my money. More importantly, give me my reputation. I'll actually take reputation over money right now. I need the reputation. Ah! This server's dead. This server's dead. Well, this should be a prime money-making method, but apparently the server's just having a complete and total conniption. And the thing is, you could leverage the Carrick as a big moneymaker. I mean, a big, easy moneymaker that doesn't have these problems. But you need a ton of cash up front. Because how you make your money is cargo running with the Carrick. Or at least the easy way to make money as a solo pilot is cargo running with the Carrick. But you need the money to fill its cargo bay first. That's hundreds of thousands, if not millions of credits. Which, obviously, a new player doesn't have. So I'm trying to get there. Now, you can get sort of close with some of the smaller cargo ships to be able to do that. But you still need upfront cash. And if this wasn't glitching, this would be one of the best ways to get upfront cash. I bounty hunt all the time. It's my primary moneymaker. I just like to do cruising from bounty to bounty to bounty. Unfortunately, we're just getting screwed by a server that just can't handle the Expo right now, which is absolutely a shame. Okay, we're gonna try we're almost at 3 hours. We're gonna try one more bounty. I mean, at least I'm getting some money. I'm just not getting I'm just not getting paid what I should be getting paid. I'm supposed to be showing the good of Star Citizen. August Kamensky. Alright. You better pay me this time. Else I'm gonna go find someone else to work for. No, we're not going to Grimhex. We're going near Grimhex, though. Oh boy. You wouldn't be the first person to try to hide in Grimhex, and I can't do a whole lot in there. And it does it again. Because why wouldn't it? Alright, Mr. Kamensky. I expect to get paid for killing you. Nope, stop it. And rings aren't loading. Man, server is having a bad day. Whew. Alright. So what we're probably going to do then... Oh, there we go. There we go. Oof. What we're probably going to do is... That will probably be it. And then tomorrow we'll be doing non-this missions. We'll be doing ground missions. We're doing some of the easy box delivery missions. Going to do some more investigation type stuff. Admittedly, probably the kind of stuff that a lot of newbie players are going to be doing as they learn how to fly and get things going. You know, I have the advantage of, even if I don't consider myself to be particularly good, I do have the advantage of at least being an experienced pilot with a setup that I have figured out. I have rearranged my controls and so on. The nice thing is it is very customizable, so you can set yourself up however you like, but the newbie players are going to have to figure out what they like first. So I did skip a couple steps that most newbie players should probably be taking before jumping into combat. I know that this looks really easy, but again, I'm in a Hornet, for one thing, and I know how to alpha these guys to death. Which, believe it or not, does take a tiny bit more than just roaring at them with guns blazing. Admittedly, scanning them down first does make roaring at them with guns blazing a lot easier when it works. You know, when the server isn't having a bad day. But you do have to be actively searching, keeping an eye out for what it could or couldn't be, so on and so forth. And again, being in a rented Hornet really changes the game. This thing is just so much beefier than any of the starting ships. But it's also a dedicated combat vessel, or fighter. You know, you're not really doing anything but shooting in this. And you saw how slow the FTL is. Oh, wait, no, what are you? Are you who I'm looking for? You're gonna be a rock, aren't you? I think part of the problem is we're on, not just we're on a dying server, but I am just grind. Oh, you're a lot of rocks, aren't you? Yeah, you're a lot of rocks. Okay. Another part of the problem is I'm probably blitzing this too fast for a server that's already having mental issues to be able to properly respond to, he spawned, he died. Alright. I'd be willing to put up with this more if it was just me, but I'm dragging the streams along, and the streams are just not going anywhere when this is how things are going.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
Yes, I know, thank you.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
I am aware.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
Alright, you're alright.
Hydrogen fuel is at 75%.
You can stop bugging me now. Oh! Someone locked onto me. Where is he? There you are. Are you him? You are him. Alright. I'm not going to shoot him immediately. I'm gonna let him actually get going first. What is he in? Oh, he's in an M50. I'm gonna deliberately not just swat him out of the sky first thing. Get back here. Try to give the server a chance to figure out what's going on. Alright, he's shooting at me. Okay. Server, I hope you figured it out, because I am killing this guy now. Did he just run into me? I think he just ran into me. You can see the problem you have keeping your nose on these guys.
Ballistics low.
Yes, I know.
Ballistics dry.
I know. This is the problem with these guys. And the reason why I prefer to just alpha them to death before ever getting a proper engagement. Where'd he go? What the?
Okay.
Oh. Oh, he's playing smart. Fine, two can play at this game. Oh, he's gonna turn and burn me. Fine. Burn past. Spin around. Let's see how you like this. Ah! Fine. Go back to shooting for now. Fix guns to deal with him. So the gimbals aren't potentially missing. Yeah, this is why I prefer to alpha these M50s to death immediately. Because this is just ridiculous. He can't hurt me. He's not going to run away. And now he has a friend. Alright, scumbag. Why don't you do both of us a favor and die? The only good news is, this fight's been going on long enough, maybe the server will actually figure it out. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna try the missiles again. Where are you? Stay far away, stay far away. He's probably going too fast. Yeah, he's going too fast.
Bogey. Bogey.
Man. You are a pain. Yeah, at least you're having a bad day too. I hope you've run into a rock. I like fighting every other enemy. Even when I complain about, oh no, there's a problem. I take every other enemy over these guys.
Bogey.
Where'd you go? There you went. And you use that to get your shields back up. Because that's all you do, is you just put all your power into shields, don't you? Fine. Put all my power into guns. And maybe I'll actually manage to chew through you. Oh my gosh. Just die. His friend got me. So how the capacitors work is you've got only so much energy to devote to the three main areas. Your shields, your weapons, and your engines. Now all three will still operate even with no power diverted to them, but they will recharge very, very slowly. The more power you divert to your weapons, the faster they recharge, and for energy weapons, the more shots you have before you run out of power. For shields, the shorter time it is for them to recycle and start to regen, and the faster they regen. And for engines, your regular engines never run out of power, period, but your afterburner for hard maneuvers takes time to start to regen, and then again how quickly it regens after you've burnt through it. And so what I was doing was I was sacrificing my regeneration for my shields and my afterburners to pour it all into maximum power for my weapons, hoping that I could get longer sustained bursts off of my guns to try to eat through his shields before he died. And I mean, before he would get away from me. And man, this server is just not having any of it. Oof. Oof. Yeah, this server has got to be like at the edge of its life or something. Oh hey, fake Elon Musk followed me. Yeah, I think that'll probably be it for tonight, because this server is just like not having any of it. This server is just like, nope, I'm good, thanks. So while we get things finished for the night, here we go. Server's doing it. Is DLive, have we gotten, yep. I'm restoring back at the hospital. Oh! I still got him! I still got him! I still got paid! I win! Screw you, M50, I still win! Back at, oh, hello. Back at New Babbage. I still killed the M50, even in death. I will take that as a win. Oh, oof. Oof, oof. Yeah, this server is just had it. Oh, can I steal you? Nah, I didn't think so. So I still got paid. I still win. Alright, now I don't think I have any more jumpsuits or anything though, do I? Oh! Oh, they gave me a free jumpsuit. Yay. So, yeah, we are not quite set to, set to go to the, treasure chest opening, unfortunately. So, we are going to settle it here. I thank you all for attending and watching me fail. Am I going this way? Which direction am I going? And hope that anyone interested has a chance to check out Star Citizen for free. Unfortunately, like I said, this has not been a good server, and generally speaking, the increased population of the free fly does do a number on the servers. But hopefully you could still have a chance to check it out, see if you like it, enjoy yourself. Check out the expo, even in slideshow form, it's great. And admittedly, I'm streaming at the same time, which doesn't help that much. I don't know which way I'm going. But yeah, thank you all for hanging out, having fun, watching me fail. Where am I going? Am I going here? No. No. Where am I going? I will be trying to stream more of this tomorrow. Ah, here I'm going. Hey, I just woke up from dying. Give me a break. I'll try to stream this more tomorrow. I'm going to try some weekday streaming. I probably will not be able to do a lot, but I want to keep trying to stream as much as I can during the expo. So hopefully I can arrange things to do that. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you sign up, please use my referral code in the various descriptions. You know the drill. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. Location of choice, action of choice. You get the idea. And tomorrow we will definitely be opening the treasure chest. And again, thank you very much for hanging out. Even with all the problems, it has been fun. I'm a bit of a pessimist, so I apologize for the whining. It has been a lot of fun. And I will see you guys in the next stream, video, whatever. Take care and have a good one. I'm gonna head off to the hotel for the night. Sure.